What if Goodman was living paycheck to paycheck and Brooklyn Guy was rolling up in a Lamborghini? Sounds insane, right? But that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're flipping the entire SML universe on its head, and trust me, the chaos that would come of it would be absolutely next level hilarious. Also, please drop a comment below what you would like to see in the next video. Alright, real quick, before we flip the whole SML world upside down, here's the basics. Goodman, dude's richer than Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos combined. He's that classic SML villain who shows up just to flex stacks of cash in Marvin's face and bounce. Brooklyn Guy, bro, he's the definition of broke. He's working like 12 jobs, still can't pay his bills, and his life is just one giant train wreck. Somehow, no matter what he does, he just can't catch a break. So yeah, Goodman's rich, Brooklyn's broke, for now. But what if everything changed? Let's dive into that madness next. Imagine Goodman poor, like actual broke. No private jets, no gold bars, no stacks of cash just lying around for no reason. Instead, we're talking about Goodman working minimum wage jobs, living in a one-bedroom apartment with a mattress on the floor and ramen noodles stacked up in the kitchen. He's not wearing custom-tailored suits anymore. Nah, now Goodman's rocking that classic Walmart outfit, wrinkled jeans, beat-up sneakers, and a world's best dad t-shirt he found at a thrift store. And you know Goodman would not handle being broke well. He's so used to being the guy who looks down on everyone else, so now that he's the one getting collection notices and eating instant oatmeal for dinner, you can bet he's throwing full-on tantrums at Dollar Tree because they won't accept his expired coupons. He's working like 3 jobs. Picture him flipping burgers at Burger King during the day, mopping floors at a hospital at night, and maybe even delivering pizzas on a scooter that barely runs. And every shift he's just muttering to himself about how this used to be easier when I had people to do it for me. It gets even better. Marvin's not scared of him anymore. In fact, Marvin's probably richer than Goodman now. Goodman might even be the one showing up at Marvin's door like, "Hey buddy, can I borrow $5 for gas?" And Marvin, he just slowly closes the door in Goodman's face. Pure karma, bro. Now flip it. Brooklyn Guy rich. Not just I can afford dinner tonight rich, I'm talking yacht parties, gold watches, and I just bought an island because I was bored rich. First of all, Brooklyn Guy would lose his mind at first. Imagine how many years this dude spent working 12 jobs just to make rent, and now he's rolling in so much cash he doesn't even know what to do with it. He's doing all the stuff he dreamed about but never could afford. Quitting every job he's ever had, oh, that's happening day 1. Picture him dramatically throwing his cop badge, stethoscope, firefighter helmet and every other work uniform into a giant bonfire while laughing like a maniac. "I'm free!" he screams as he drives off in a bright orange Lamborghini he bought just because. And the glow-up doesn't stop there. Brooklyn's ditching his old crummy apartment and moving into a mega mansion with an elevator, an indoor pool, and maybe even a bowling alley just because why not? He's wearing designer clothes now too, but like horribly. You just know Brooklyn would buy Gucci loafers and wearing them with cargo shorts and a tank top. Money can buy a lot of things, but it can't buy drip. And Karen? She's living her best life too. She's probably spending Brooklyn's money faster than he can count it. Luxury vacations, spa days, diamond necklaces. Karen's finally getting her rich housewife dream, and she's not letting go. The best part? Brooklyn Guy's still Brooklyn Guy deep down. He's rich, but he's still gonna act like a total doofus. Like, he'll be ordering room service at a 5-star hotel and still complain that the chicken nuggets aren't shaped like dinosaurs. Money doesn't change everyone, it just gives them a bigger stage to be themselves. Now that Goodman's broke and Brooklyn Guy's rich, you already know their relationships with everyone around them is getting flipped harder than a pancake at IHOP. Let's break it down. First up, Marvin and Goodman. Normally, Marvin's living in constant fear that Goodman's gonna kick his door down demanding rent money, but now, oh, it's Marvin's turn to shine. Picture Goodman showing up at Marvin's house begging for a loan like, "Please Marvin, just $20 until Friday." And Marvin's just standing there sipping a latte he bought with extra money, letting Goodman squirm. Maybe he even charges Goodman interest, like Goodman used to do to him. Payback's a beautiful thing, my friends. And you already know Marvin's not gonna let Goodman live it down. Every time Goodman tries to act high and mighty, Marvin just pulls out $1, waves it around, and says, "You want this? You better start mowing my lawn, buddy." Meanwhile, Brooklyn Guy's out here living like a king, and everyone who used to laugh at him, Yeah, they are sweating now. First thing he does, buy the police department. Like, straight up, you're all fired, I'm the chief now. Mic drop. Doctors who used to boss him around when he was overworked, Brooklyn buys the hospital and renames it Brooklyn Guys Ball and Health Center. Fire station? Same thing. Brooklyn's rolling up in a gold-plated fire truck just because he can. And all the characters who used to roast him for being broke, like Goodman, Simmons, even Jeffy sometimes, they're all trying to cozy up to him now. Hey Brooklyn, you need a new butler? Maybe a bodyguard? I can clean your solid gold toilet. Brooklyn just laughs and tosses them a nickel. Here's a tip, pal. Buy yourself a clue. And we gotta talk about Karen, because now that Brooklyn's rich, their marriage dynamic is hilarious. Karen's loving the money, shopping sprees, fancy trips, all that. But Brooklyn, he's still the same low-key dummy he's always been. So you get these scenes where Karen's living her best Real Housewives fantasy, and Brooklyn's sitting at a billion-dollar mansion's kitchen counter eating microwave pizza rolls like it's no big deal. Karen tries to throw a classy dinner party with celebrities and rich people, and Brooklyn rolls up wearing flip-flops and a Hawaiian shirt, talking about how he clogged the gold toilet. High society ain't ready for this dude. Meanwhile, Goodman's friend circle, it's gone. Nobody wants to hang out with broke Goodman. He's sitting alone at McDonald's, sadly dipping a single french fry into a ketchup packet like it's a 5-course meal. He's trying to get back into the rich circles, but no one's having it. He shows up to yacht parties in a rusted Honda Civic, and the valet's like, "Sir, deliveries go around back." And if you think Goodman's gonna take it gracefully, nah bro, he's full on rage mode. Blaming Marvin, blaming Brooklyn, blaming the world. Dude's spiraling harder than a fidget spinner in 2017. Alright, so now that Goodman's broke and Brooklyn Guys rolling in money, the whole SML world is basically flipped on its head. And honestly, it's absolute chaos. First off, Goodman's losing his mind trying to get rich again. Dude's out here hustling harder than ever, but it's just sad to watch. One day he's standing on the side of the road selling designer tap water for $100 a bottle. He's got this little stand made out of cardboard and he's yelling at people, "It's artisan, you peasants!" Nobody's buying it, obviously. Not even Marvin's dumb enough to fall for that scam. The next day, Goodman's trying to sell pre-owned tissues. Yeah, tissues he already used. He's walking around with a shopping cart full of crusty napkins, trying to convince people they are rare collectibles. Marvin sees him outside Walmart and just drives away faster than he's ever driven in his life. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Guy's living like an absolute maniac. He's not just rich, he's rich and reckless. He bought a gold-plated hot tub just to bathe his pet iguana, which he also bought for, well, no reason. He rolls up to Chick-fil-A in a bright purple Lamborghini wearing a bathrobe, orders everything on the menu and tips the cashier $10,000 because he liked the vibes. At one point, he even buys his own theme park. Yeah, Brooklyn Land, and it's got the worst rides ever because Brooklyn personally designed them. There's a roller coaster that just goes in one small circle, there's a water slide that dumps you straight into a pit of foam noodles, and he's so proud of it. Karen's running around yelling, "Brooklyn, we need real rides!" And Brooklyn's just sitting on a throne made of corn dogs like, "Nah, this is perfect." And Goodman's outside Brooklyn Land's gates trying to sneak in because he can't afford a ticket. Security tackles him before he even makes it past the parking lot. It's brutal, man. Back at Jeffy's school, things are just messed up. Since Goodman's broke, he's been forced to take a job as the school janitor. And bro, he's terrible at it. He's sweeping dirt under the rugs, half-cleaning bathrooms, and just crying silently while Jeffy clowns him all day. "Hey Goodman, you missed a spot." Goodman's just mumbling under his breath about how he used to own 7 yachts. Nobody cares. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Guy's name is literally on the building now. The Brooklyn Tea Guy Institute of Excellence and awesome stuff. Jeffy even has to say the full name during morning announcements. It's hilarious. And you already know Karen's gone full rich girl mode. She's rocking designer clothes, fake eyelashes that could generate their own windstorms, and somehow developed a fake British accent. "Brooklyn, darling, fetch me the caviar." Meanwhile, Brooklyn's sitting on the couch in swim trunks and a backwards hat, eating pizza rolls off a golden plate, just vibing. But the best part? Goodman trying to take Brooklyn down. He gets so desperate, he teams up with other broke SML characters like Simmons and even Chef Pee-Pee. They call themselves the Broke Boys, and they swear they're gonna steal Brooklyn's fortune. They pull off the dumbest heist attempts ever. One time they dress up like pizza delivery guys and try to sneak into Brooklyn's mansion. Brooklyn's butler opens the door and immediately knows it's a setup because Chef Pee-Pee's carrying a pizza box labeled pizza in crayon. Another time they try to rob Brooklyn's yacht by swimming up with pool noodles strapped to their backs like they're secret agents. They barely even make it halfway before security speedboats chase them down. Every time they fail, Goodman's rage meter just keeps getting higher. At one point he's standing in the rain screaming at the sky like a soap opera villain, "Why do the richest not love me?" And Brooklyn, he's chilling on a hammock between two golden palm trees, sipping a Capri Sun out of a diamond-encrusted straw, not even noticing any of it. Life's good for Brooklyn, life's absolutely miserable for Goodman, and honestly, it's some of the funniest stuff SML would ever put out. So yeah, flipping Goodman and Brooklyn Guy's lives upside down would basically turn the whole SML world into absolute chaos. And honestly, it might be the best thing ever. Goodman, once the king of flexing, now can't even flex a pack of ramen noodles. Dude's out here getting roasted by Jeffy, dunked on by Marvin, and losing fights to squirrels over leftover sandwiches. Watching him crash and burn at everything he tries, comedy gold. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Guy's living like he hit the lottery 5 times in a row. But the best part? He's still the same lovable idiot he's always been. Just with way more money to make terrible life decisions. Buying a zoo because he thought it would be cool to own an elephant named Steve? Buying 300 pairs of Crocs and setting up a Crocs museum? Yeah bro, that's rich Brooklyn Guy energy all day. Karen's loving the rich life so much he's forgotten how to make microwave popcorn. Marvin's finally living rent-free without Goodman breathing down his neck, Jeffy got new people to mess with every day, and Chef Pee-Pee's still somehow miserable, because of course he is. Honestly, it's not just a role reversal, it's a total world reversal. Everything that made SML chaotic before would just get turned up to 1,000. And the best part? Goodman sitting on the curb crying into a soggy Big Mac wrapper while Brooklyn Guy rides past in a golden monster truck that shoots firework out of the exhaust. Now that's peak SML, bro.